beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a marvelous feeling that on this Sunday, everything is going your way. I'm D. Foster III, CEO and President of Wake Up Global Networks International, and I want to say welcome to the Sunday morning Voice of Hope Connection. Now, you know the spiel: like, share, follow, subscribe, so you know when we upload brand new content. I believe that God has a word that'll get us through this hot, fiery week. I want to say thank you for all of your Father's Day wishes and blessings and texts and messages and gifts. I hope you, Father, had a great, rewarding Father's Day and that you were honored for the great job that you are doing, or the father figure that you are in the life of so very many. Can you believe it? It's already June. We are more than halfway through the year, and by God's grace, we have made it. Listen, before I give you this powerful word, I think that'll bless you, I want to ask, have you been to this site, WPB Media, and have you caught our The Voice Over Now podcast, uploaded every Friday, our virtual podcast where we discuss relevant topic issues, and we have, well, it's really me because, by the time I get going, and I do journalistic investigation. And so I encourage you to check us out. And every Wednesday at 12 noon, the Voice Over Today audio podcast, where we dive into the culture, discuss relative issues, bring you educational information. And our whole goal is to encourage, uplift, and educate those our viewers. I want to say thank you. We want to hear from you. The address is thevoiceovertheglobe@gmail.com. Thevoiceovertheglobe@gmail.com. Now listen, here it is. I always say you never can tell what's going to happen during a week, but thank God we have some certainty in the word. I just got in. It is hot, fiery hot where I am at the time of this recording. And the heat is sweltering. The heat is like you can hardly breathe. A lot of humidity. And it's almost like it's closing in on you. How many of you know that's the way life can be at times? Life can be fiery hot. As a matter of fact, there's a scripture in James that said, "Brethren, sisterin, think it not strange when the fiery trials are to try you as though it was some strange thing." In other words, it happens to everybody, just maybe in different areas. And so I was walking from my car into the house to get ready to do this recording. And it was just like smothering, you know what I mean? Suffocating heat. And the truth of the matter is, when we are in this kind of natural heat, no one can bear the heat for us. In other words, if you out running or you're out exercising or you walking from the house to the garage or to the garage to the car, whatever, you can't say to your son or daughter or your partner, "Here, take this heat from me. I need some cool. Take this heat." No. It doesn't work that way. Every person in the natural has to share and bear their own heat. But I want to tell you, as we go into this week of uncertainty, believe in the best, faith in the best, but life sometimes lifes. And sometime in life, like the natural heat, we catch ourselves in fiery circumstances in life. Fiery physical circumstances, fiery financial circumstances, fiery hot relational circumstances. But the difference between the natural heat that we all must consume and all must face and all must bear, the only relief is air conditioner. Well, that's not true when it comes to the fire and the fiery trials of life. See, I remember that there were 3 young men over in the Babylon in the book of Daniel that found themselves, because they refused to compromise and they refused to bow down, that they found themselves in a fiery situation. And the king Nebuchadnezzar ordered that they turn the fire up. You ever felt like life has just turned the fire up? And you said, my God, how much more? I know I've been there many, many times. Maybe you haven't, but I'm just talking to somebody. I believe this is reaching. I feel in my spirit that somebody is connecting to this. Like this, share this, follow it. And you've been in the fire of life, and it seems like it's turned up double, 4 times, 3 times hotter. But here it is. I got good news for you. I cannot promise you that this week that you will not find yourself in the fight. Of course, I hope not. Of course, I pray not. But I cannot promise. I wish I could. I cannot promise I will not find myself in the fire. But there is one thing I can promise you. That when those 3 young men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, found themselves in a heated situation, and the king says, burn them to a crispy critter. Turn the fire up. And then there comes somebody else. And they say, we turn the fire up. I know we put 3 in the fire. But I see a 4th person in the fire, and it is likened unto the Son of God. I just came this day on this Sunday morning to share with you. I can't guarantee that none of us will escape fiery trials this week. But one thing I can say is that unlike this natural heat, that you have to bear it and consume it alone, not when it comes to the spiritual fires. When it comes to the fires of life, I want you to remember, no matter how hot it gets, that there is a 4th man in the fire. Jesus, the Son of God, Christ in you is with you in the fire. And I want you to say, I am not alone. Now, what does all of that mean? It means because there's a 4th man in my fire, I will not be consumed. Aren't you glad about that? No matter how hot it gets in life, how many of y'all know can get hot? But no matter how hot it gets, when you understand and recognize there is a 4th man in the fire, it simply means I cannot be consumed. I'm going to make it out of this. This too will pass. Listen, that's all I came to say. So no matter where you find yourself this week, I mean, it's supposed to be 100. Right now, as I'm doing this recording, it's 105. It's 105. But that's okay. I got air conditioner now. But there's a spiritual air conditioner. The 4th man will breathe life and distinguish your fire. Oh, I'm not going to preach, y'all. I'm not going to. I gave you what the Spirit. Y'all know me. I gave you what Spirit told me to give you. Listen, I want to say thank you on behalf of Wake Up Global Networks. I want to say this is D. Foster 3. And until next week, reminding you, no matter how hot the fire gets this week, remember, here's the key, there's a 4th man with you, in you, through you, in the fire.